Hi, it's Sue Wilson. I have a lovely Just Because card to share today. I think personally these are the best kind of cards to get. And I just love this Wisteria card with the white and the black with it. I think it really makes it pop. So I'll show you what we'll be using in today's video. From our new mini shadowed expressions, I have the Just Because. We're going to be using the Avery Die. It's kind of like a little side accent. I'm using just the tiniest little flowers out of the layered Carnation because sometimes you just want a tiny, tiny little accent. And the focal element is the Abigail from the frames and tags. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've cut the Abigail out of white card, and I'm going to just put a little bit of a black backing on it, and then we're going to make it into a frame. So I'm going to use some spray glue and just a tiny bit of cosmic glue to really help it stick. There we go. Pop that over and line that up with the background. Get that nice and straight. So you've got that beautiful black coming through and just really showing off that detail. So what I want to do now is bring in the center section here, and we're going to line that up and tape it into place. A little bit of removable tape. Let me just get it nice and straight. That looks good. There we go. So what's nice is you've got the black and the white from the frame, but what we're going to do is add in a third color behind it. Let me just carefully get that off of there. And we want to pop that back into our die set so we don't lose it. I'm not going to use that piece. But I want to add some color, some really nice color to seat our sentiment on. So I'm going to bring our glue back, and we're just going to give it a quick little run around here. That should do. Just get all those little bits here. There we go. I'm going to line that up. Let's try that way. There we go. So you've got that lovely lavender. Just really makes that pop, I think. Okay. So now what I've done is I've created a background with it with some coconut white, the Wisteria card, and a little black edge, just tying in all those colors. And I'll give you a little measurement on it. That is 7.5 inches long by the black to black edge is 5 1/4. Okay, so I've got the 2 Avery dies. I've gone ahead and cut these. So what we want to do is cut them in half. We're going to use just halves of them. So I'm going to just line them up on my paper cutter here. There's one. And I'm just going to take that center section because the cut edge won't show on these. So even if it doesn't cut quite perfectly, you're fine. Okay. And what I want to do is put a bit of tape on the inside here and on another one here. Okay. And we're going to line these up so it just sort of comes up right underneath that same design. So you've got like the piece of this coming up from there and the piece of this coming up from there. Just about the same area. So those are taped together. And what we're going to do is pop those onto the edge of the card, onto the sides. And I think I'll just use a little bit more tape. It won't show. Pop that straight to the edge, right about in the middle there. Just sort of eyeball it top and bottom. I think that's probably going to be just about right. You can adjust it a little bit if you need to. Put a little bit here on this side. Just kind of eyeball across that they look sort of even there. And I've got some mounting foam on the back of the Abigail die here. I'm going to raise that one up. That is going to put right across the center here. It should just about catch both of those edges. Perfect. Really happy with that. And our sentiment here is the shadowed sentiment. Now I'm going to do kind of a reverse. I'm going to do the black on the top in the really fine word, and then the white as the shadow. So I'm going to use a little bit of spray glue on the back of these. Let me move that in closer there. There. There, that'll pop right down on there, and you can kind of move them around a little bit. There we go, that looks better. And give this one a quick spray. And bring this shadow back in for that one. Give it a second. Push down on it, get it to set up nicely. There we go. And I'm going to put those on with the Cosmic Shimmer glue on the back of them. It's nice having that little shadow. You've got so much more room to play with. Put a little bit on this one. And you just have to set them up so you like the arrangement. I'm going to do these on top of each other, and they should fit in there just nicely. Okay, and if you have a little bit of extra glue that comes out, don't worry, it dries perfectly clear. Pop that right about like that. And because underneath that, oops, little thread. That looks nice, I like that. And just because there's a little extra room there, I'm going to put a little bit of these little tiny flowers on there just to kind of give you a nice little accent. So I've taken the smallest one out of the layered carnation, and I've just put a little 3mm pearl in there and done those in the Wisteria card. Pop them down onto there, and I'm just going to offset this one. I think I need a little bit more glue there. Like that. Set that right up on the die just a tiny bit. I'm going to bring in my base. So I've gone ahead and used the white layer as my paper pierced layer, as I do. And then I've used the same Wisteria card and the same black card from my topper in there, just to pull those same colors in. Tie it in really nicely. There we go. So the only thing I need to do is add a couple little pearls, and there you have it. Such a quick and easy card, but I think anybody would love to receive a card like this, don't you? Hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget our YouTube channel has so many more for you to watch.